Editing using a grid inside of Pro Tools. I've got a drum track here that you've seen on another disc flick, and I've got the tempo mapped out for it, but I'd like to change the feeling altogether and create more of a drum and bass vibe out of it. I can do that by using grid editing in Pro Tools and put together something very quickly and also very creatively. Let's listen to the track as it is now. Okay, it's pretty straight, not much going on. To create something a little bit more drum and bass, I'm going to use grid editing to find little snippets or segments of this track and create a new track. So I've got a track right below this one ready to go. I've got it called New Drums. I'm going to pop myself into grid mode now that I know the tempo of this tune. It's about 142 beats per minute. I'm going to select a 16th note grid. So what I'm going to do is go into the drum track and just find little segments of varying lengths. This one maybe, let's take that one. I'm going to copy, so a very simple way, just like you would in Microsoft Word. I'm going to go to bar 1 and hit paste on my new track. Now I'm going to go just randomly, I'm not even going to listen to this, and just find another little piece of audio, copy that, paste it onto my other track, and continue to do that just pretty much randomly until I get a couple of bars. So copy, paste. So really I'm just kind of being creative here, and I have no idea what I'm going to get. Notice how all of my selections are being locked to my 16th note grid. Well, your guess is as good as mine. Let's take a listen on how this turned out. And not bad at all, and that's the great thing about editing in grid mode. You can take pieces and sections and just put them together. They're always going to be in tempo. So this sounds good, except I can tell one little part I'd like to change. I'd like to add a kick drum. This is going by pretty fast, so what I'm going to do is go into half-speed playback so I can visually identify where I'd like to place the kick drum and where I was hearing it. You do that by holding down the Shift key on the keyboard and then the space bar for play. And that's where I want it. I'll kind of show you again. So how am I going to do that? I can go into the same track I'm working in, still gridded to 16th notes, and just grab the first kick drum by highlighting it. I can copy it and now visually place it there. Remember, I'm on grid mode, so I'm going to place it perfectly on a 16th note and paste it in. I think that's going to give me what I want. Let's listen to the whole track in loop playback. That's definitely it. Now, one last thing. I'm going to take all of these audio regions I've been dealing with and consolidate them into one piece so I can treat that as a single 2-bar loop. I do that under the Edit menu and choose a command called Consolidate Selection. Pro Tools now neatly makes that one new track for me. I can now use the Repeat command also under the Edit menu, and I'm going to repeat that out for a few bars. Let's make 3 bars, so it's 4 altogether. And here's my new drum and bass track. And you can hear it's quite a bit different from the original that we came up with. Much straighter. So that's how easy it is to do editing in grid mode and put together some new drum tracks inside of Pro Tools.